Before the paper, I knew they would say, and I knew by the looks on their faces. Niggas mad cause I did what they wouldn't do, say what I couldn't do. Look, bitch, I made it. I made it. Came a long way from the basement. Body on me, I ain't playing, y'all. These niggas ain't playing fair. If I would've known better, I'd do better. Took some mess and I learned from a new level. Bought some new shovels and some new stressors, and I'm ready for war like whoever. They counted me out, I can't count it all. Cause little nigga, I ball. I put them points on the board every time that I shoot, I'ma score, and you know I'm a dog. I'm really appalled, don't need no applause. I know I'm a legend, my name on the wall. First record with platinum, my second with gold. Did it independent, no deal at all. And they said it's impossible. Got them hot cause I did them without them though. I'm the same nigga slept on the carpet floor. Even back then I knew that I'd be poppin', so I really ain't trippin'. I swear I ain't trippin'. I got in my feelings and got me a million. Couple people I thought would be with me, but they not, so it's fuck all them niggas. And then you next.
What's good? What's good? What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Definitely back. No, I know it was muted. No, I definitely know it was muted, man. Just trying to get my stuff back together over here, man. But it was definitely good to meet and greet with the brothers and sisters of the LDBC this past weekend, man. And I definitely got that spark back to get back on the mic, man. One thing I've learned is that, when it comes to the boxing. No, you good, King. No, Mark, you my guy, man. When it comes to the sport of boxing, man, people hear you, but they don't hear you. You know what I'm saying? People gonna, smile in your face. People gonna shit on you 1 minute. People gonna befriend you the next minute. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, I've just had to just fall back for a minute and do my thing. Now that I'm, feel like I could do my thing. Of course, I had some words of encouragement this past weekend, and we back, man. Now we may not go live every day, but I'm gonna try to definitely make at least 3 days out the week, and I think that's a great start. But if you haven't so already, subscribe to the other channel, which is Pac-Man ATL_. Definitely subscribe to that channel. If you want to talk about more than just sports and boxing and things of the nature, subscribe to the other channel. I'm about to definitely have football, baseball, and basketball content over there as well. That's definitely popping off tomorrow for sure. And of course, if you know me, my oldest brother played in the NFL. So I got many NFL guys coming over there. Many NFL guys that I personally know, that I personally kick it with. So they coming over there. Of course, I got some NBA stars who are going to be checking in. I actually just got off the phone with my guy Josh Smith not too long ago. So we just chopping it up. You know what I mean? Just chopping it up. And then he said he definitely want to come over there as well. And me and my brother, matter of fact, me and my oldest brother, we're going to be doing a podcast together. So, man, this is going to be crazy. Definitely going to be crazy. It's going to be one of those ones. But man, definitely, man, Shawala, like y'all, what's going on with you? It was definitely good to meet Shawala, man, finally, and then she's definitely been one of the ones who definitely been supporting me, especially when it comes to my daughter, man. I definitely appreciate that, and I don't think words can really describe how that makes me feel. You know what I mean? And that's definitely a great thing. And it was more than an honor to for my daughter to meet you as well. Man, I met a lot of the guys, man. Mr. Munt, definitely, man. met Mr. Munt, man, and just some of the names that I'm used to seeing inside my chat. You know what I'm saying? And even when I go to LDBC member chat and see those names, for me to actually put a face with a name was actually definitely good as well. Of course, my brother Deontay pulled up and fellowship with the good people as well. Willie Lowe, everybody know Bomb Squad Willie put up as well. So it was just a great weekend meeting those individuals, you know what I'm saying, outside of what I had going on and things of that nature. It was definitely a great weekend, man. But the crazy part about it, man, I've spoke about Sergey Bohachuck before, right? L Dub Boxing definitely put me on Bohachuck, and this was like 2 years ago. And if you haven't subscribed to L Dub's Boxing, man, go subscribe to him, and he do his thing over there, right? With that being said, man, he put me on two years ago, and Bohachuck actually fought one of my good friends, who is, who's definitely, man, this Nathaniel Gallimore, who's definitely one of my good friends. He definitely fought in the 154-pound division. And that's when I first took heed and took notice of Bohachuck. I mean, damn, I actually had him and somebody else. I forgot who it was. That was on my radar. But once this fight was made with Bohachuck and Vergil Ortiz, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I put some money down on Bohachuck. I definitely put some money on Bohachuck. I definitely thought this was gonna be one of those fights where Bohachuck definitely upsets Vergil Ortiz. If you ask me, I'm not mad at the decision, right? I'm not mad at the decision. I'm not mad at all about the decision. Because the scorecards wasn't that far off. I can actually see how they had Vergil Ortiz with winning 2 rounds more, and I can also see how they had it a draw, or if it was flip-flopped the other way. I can definitely see how both guys won. Even though, in my humble opinion, I actually thought that Sergey Bohachuck won. I actually thought that he won. I thought he pulled it off. He had a early knockdown early in round 1, and of course he came back. I forget that the later round it was when he knocked down Vergil Ortiz again. It was definitely a close fight. And I tweeted Bohachuck, because me and Bohachuck follow each other. I tweeted him. I said, bro, I'm not mad about losing no money on that fight. I mean, because shit, that's definitely one of those fights. It's probably my number 2 fighter of the year right now. Probably my number 2 fighter of the year right now candidate. But definitely, I'm not mad about that at all. I'm definitely not mad about that fight at all. But what I will say is this. Bohachuck proved a lot of people wrong who thought that, and you guys got to understand that, well, actually my Twitter account got compromised for like 2 days, which I didn't know. I tweeted one day or something like that, and I kept trying to, I logged in, and then it kept logging me out. That's what happened. I was logged in, it kept logging me out, and I kept saying to myself, why am I being logged out of my accounts? I never get logged out of my accounts, but I had contacted Twitter and said that, somebody was trying to hack my account. But with that being said, Bohachuck, man, and like I said, well, I brought up Twitter because I got a lot of people who follow me here that's on Twitter as well, and I kept hearing them saying that Vergil is going to dog walk Bohachuck, or he's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to do this. I just didn't see it. Just didn't see it. Because Bohachuck is now you guys know he's durable, right? And you can tell that he punches like a freight train. The way he just turned his torso and lands the punch, it's not coming with a rear kick to it. It's just a straight right hand, and if you don't move out the way, or the left hook, if you don't move out the way, you definitely gonna go down. And Vergil Ortiz could definitely tell you that. But what I will say is this: Vergil Ortiz showed a different element of his game as well last night as well. I think it was second round, third round when he started just popping the jab, feinting, popping the jab, feint, pop the jab, jab, feint. So he was keeping Bohachuck guessing. guessing because he wasn't settling down. But I also felt that when Vergil tried to go fight Bohachuck on the inside is where it became a little bit dangerous. Bohachuck doesn't get a lot of credit. Of course, he doesn't get a lot of credit. Not too many people know of him. But his inside game that he was doing to Vergil Ortiz was magnificent. Although he did get hit with a lot of body shots, if you ask me, in which I believe that Bohachuck, we all fighters, I believe that Bohachuck can definitely learn from that fight as well for us covering up to the body. Vergil Ortiz did a magnificent job going to the body. Vergil Ortiz actually showed me that he does have some dog in him. The times that he was knocked down, right? The times that Bohachuck was knocked down, I'm not Bohachuck, but Vergil Ortiz was knocked down. Vergil Ortiz got up with a sense of urgency to get his get back. Now, some guys get up and, make it through the round. Vergil Ortiz got up and tried to get his get back to get through the round, right? It was like, oh, hell no, I gotta go get mine back, right? And he showed me that he does have a heart of a champion. He showed me that he's willing to go to deep waters and take what's rightfully his. And like I said before, I'm not mad at the decision because I did think that Bohachuck win, but I could see it from all different angles. I'm not one of those boxing fans who get upset at every little single thing that happened, that happens in the sport of boxing, right? I don't get mad at everything, but that's something that I cannot be mad about at all. Something that I cannot be mad about at all. Vergil Ortiz definitely won the middle rounds. There was a lot of middle rounds that Vergil Ortiz won. And I also believe that Vergil Ortiz bagged a couple of the late championship rounds as well. But I do believe that Bohachuck won at least one of those back end rounds. I'm not saying that, he got 2 or 3 or anything of that nature, but I do believe that he got at least one of those rounds in the back half of that fight in the championship rounds. And I could be wrong. The second knockdown, right? And that's more so what I'm speaking about when I speak of Vergil Ortiz getting back, getting his back in blood as far as getting his get back from being knocked down. I actually thought that, me personally, I actually believe that could have been a 9-8 round. Because I don't think that Bohachuck did enough to win that round where he knocked Vergil Ortiz down for the second time. But I do believe that Vergil Ortiz did more than enough to win that round, although he was knocked down. And it was more of a flash knockdown, right? It was more of a flash knockdown. And I believe that he won that round. So if Bohachuck got to knock down that round, of course I'm going to say, well, he didn't win that round, so I'll give him a 9. Although Vergil Ortiz was knocked down in that round, he still came back and battled back and won that round. So that's why I said 9-8, 9-9 round. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not mad, because me personally, I had my scorecards at 6-6. I had the 6-6, and I thought Bohachuck probably edged it out because of the 2 knockdowns. But then again, that split round where Bohachuck knocked down Vergil Ortiz for the second time, that same round, Vergil Ortiz won that round, although he was knocked down. So to me, it was one of those rounds where I knew it was going to be a toss-up type of fight. I just knew it was. But the fight did build up to what I believed that it was going to be. I knew that Bohachuck wasn't going. I believe that Bohachuck was definitely a heavily underdog. I got him at plus 400. I threw me a little 100 on there because I said, man, hell no, no. And he's the champion, so no, I didn't like that at all. And I thought that Bohachuck had a great game plan. He pushed the action when he needed to. He used his forearms a lot. He used his forearm a lot for his placing and pinning Vergil Ortiz on the ropes. And also, I'm not sure if you guys seen the lead hand control as well. Sergey Bohachuck had some great lead hand control as well by moving Vergil. Of course, Bohachuck, he was real fidgety, bouncing left and right, real fidgety, and hitting the feints and things of that nature. But one thing I can say about Bohachuck, you have to hurt Bohachuck because he's gonna keep coming. Gonna keep coming. You have to hurt him, and if you don't hurt him, it's visible what he's going to do to you by pressuring you and landing that right hand and possibly that left hook. We seen it over and over last night. There was times where Vergil Ortiz couldn't even get out of the way of the right hand. You know, yeah, he said Shawai said he was giving Vergil time. Yeah, he was definitely giving him a time. Now, again, Bohachuck is not your average everyday fighter that you look at. But, you know, me personally, like I say, Elder Boxing, he definitely introduced me to Bohachuck. And, you know, I checked him out. And I really like Bohachuck. I'm a Bohachuck fan. And that was one of the reasons why I betted on him as well. Because, I'm like, listen, besides the fight that Bohachuck had with Brand Adams, what other fight or what other person in that division? Because again, Brandon Adams is not a slouch either now. Brandon Adams is definitely back in the mix at 154, 160 on OTX. So he's back in the mix. Let's not forget about Brandon Adams. You know, he gave one of the Charlo brothers a run for his money, right? So you know, Bohachuck, he one of those guys. And another thing is this. So I was pissed at what Bohachuck did to Brian Mendoza. I wasn't surprised, man. Listen, I wasn't surprised. I'm not surprised because I saw what he did with my guy Nathaniel Gallimore. And if you guys don't know by now, right? If you guys don't know, the 154-pound division is one of my favorite divisions. It's definitely one of my favorite divisions. If you go back in history, well, just let's say the last 10 years. If you go back and look at the 154-pound division in the last 10 years, oh my God, look at who's all been in the 154-pound division in just the last 10 years. You know, it's 2024, so we go back to 2014. If you look at that 154 division, 154 alone, you know, we still talking Charlos. We're talking about Tony Harrison when he was at his height. We had, matter of fact, 10 years ago, we had both Charlos at 154. You had Lubin at 154. Nathaniel Gallimore. You had his name was on the tip of my tongue. He's here from Georgia. He's out of Georgia. He beat the guy who was with the money team. Y'all know when I get the name and names real fast, I forget. But he beat a couple guys, and I got to call Conor Loco. Conor Loco know exactly who I'm talking about because Conor Loco was just actually. I just got a call coming through. I'm sorry. Yeah, J-Rock. J-Rock, right? J-Rock. You had J-Rock. You had man, my guy from DC, the big guy, the big boy, Jerry Hurd. You had Jerry Hurd there. You had Laura there. You had, you had a lot of guys at 154, and that's just half of them. That's just the most notable names, right? That's just some of the most notable names. Even like guys today, now you got Crawford moving, who just had Madrimov a week or two ago. You got Fundora. You still got Mendoza, even though Mendoza, lost. You still got Tim Tszyu. Earl Spence moved to 54, right? So you got all these pieces at 154 pounds. But I've been faithfully watching 154 pounds for I want to say at least the last 10 years. At least the last 10 years, for sure, right? For sure. And I mean, and one thing about the 154-pound division, at any Jay-Zion Rosario was there. I remember when Nathaniel Gallimore beat Jay-Zion Rosario when Jay-Zion Rosario first came to the United States. So, I mean, listen, these guys have been going full throttle at 154 pounds. I think I'm going to do a breakdown of the 154-pound division. I think tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm gonna do a breakdown of the 154-pound division because it's definitely one of my favorite divisions. And I might bring Breadman on to help me confiscate that 154-pound division as well. I mean, you got because you can look at current champions now. You can look at some of the interim champions now at 154 pounds. And it's going to be a big swing here in the next couple of weeks because we could possibly get Crawford and Fundora, but I don't think that it's going to happen. I believe that Spence and Fundora should probably go at it. Of course, you'll hear Turki, and that's one of the reasons why I got Turki here because Turki, he's looking to make Crawford versus Vergil Ortiz, and that brings me on to my next question. Do you guys believe that? Yeah, I know you love Breadman. That's my guy, man. I'm gonna definitely hit Breadman there for sure because I know he's in camp right now with Caleb. So and of course, I gotta talk to Caleb too. But Breadman, my guy. But that's one other reason why I got Turki on the screen there. Turki's looking to make Crawford versus. Oh yeah, we're gonna bring Coach Prentice Brewer back because some interesting things happened recently between he and I that we have to discuss publicly, and I'm quite sure he can't wait to discuss that publicly. But I gotta tell you about that too. But yeah, Turki wants to make Crawford versus Vergil Ortiz, and the reason why I got Turki on here because I wanted to ask you guys that's watching, that's following me. What do you think about Vergil Ortiz and Terrence Crawford? Do you think that is a good fight? I'm not sure if my guy Mark Nash is still in here. I know he's a Terrence Crawford fan, big fan. He's a big supporter of Terrence Crawford as well. What do you guys think about the Vergil Ortiz and Terrence Crawford fight? Is that a fight that will be on your I'm not gonna say bingo card. I'm not gonna say bingo card, but is that a fight that you would say, you know what? That's one of them fights right there. That's one of them ones. Do you guys think that Terrence Crawford, should fight Vergil Ortiz, or do you guys feel that Vergil Ortiz is ready for Terrence Crawford? Because Terrence Crawford, listen, he's ideal one of those guys. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. He's one of those guys. Chief Wildfire said, "Yeah, I'm for any unifications." Okay, yeah. Hey, I dig that. No doubt, I dig that. Schwartz said, "I think that fight should have happened, and I would love to see it." Okay, all right. Because I know, you're gonna get some people, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna get some people who wants, man, Crawford, man, he ducking, man, and he don't fight nobody, man, and I just don't like him. That's what people gonna give you. People gonna say, I just don't like him. Man, listen. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. I want to see the best fight the best, right? Crawford is what, 36, 37 years old? He's getting up there. Vergil Ortiz is young. He's finally making weight. He's at a comfortable weight now where he got to kill himself. 154 pounds. He was at 47 struggling to make the weight. But now he's comfortable. He made weight. He looked, if you ask me, he showed a different element in his boxing game come this past Saturday night. He showed that he can really box. Won't say I think it's a good fight, but Vergil will get I think it's a good fight, but Vergil will get clipped because Bud a counterpunchers love fighters that come forward. Okay, well, I'm digging that. Chief Wildfire say, but yes, I'd rather have Crawford versus Boots, but if not Boots, I'm okay with unifying. Okay, all right, yeah. Now I'm gonna be specifically clear. Vergil Ortiz versus Terrence Crawford is a fight that I would want to see. And I'm definitely in agreement with Shawai. I'm definitely in agreement with Chief Wildfire. I'm definitely in agreement, especially with Chief Wildfire say. I would definitely love the Terrence Crawford and Jerron Boots in this fight. Eddie, Turki, y'all got a good relationship going, Eddie, you've been paying off your debt. You know, see, people don't know about that, but I do. See, Eddie been paying off his debt with Turkey. So shit, since Eddie been paying off his debt with Turkey and the Saudis, how about we get Jerron Boo Simmons and Terrence Crawford? Because you know Uncle Turkey is now paying for some Terrence Crawford fights, as it looks like to me. You know, Turkey's definitely in agreement and definitely, I'm not gonna say compromising, but definitely in agreement and supporting not Jerron, but he's definitely in agreement of helping Terrence Crawford solidify the fights that he wants. And of course, we know Turkey got loan money, Saudi money, but I don't want people to get confused of, oh, they're just throwing millions and millions of dollars away. No. You get paid because that's what they believe that a fighter should get paid. And I've went over this before. I don't got to say it again, but they believe in treating people right. So they pay the big bills. They pay the big dollars because that's what they feel like the fighter should get. But what I will say is this. Terrence Crawford now has Turkey, the supplier man, right? The supply man and the man. And he's going to get Terrence Crawford whatever fight he wants. That's for sure. I would definitely love to see Jerron Boots Ennis and Terrence Crawford go at it. I think that fight would be a lot closer than what a lot of people think it won't be. Terrence Crawford, again, no doubt in my mind, one of the pound for pound best. Currently active right now. No doubt in my mind. But Jerron Boots Ennis is not too far from behind him. Now, he may not have conducted, or I'm not gonna say conducted, he may not have gained the knowledge and experience that Terrence Crawford has in how many championship fights. He's 2 times undisputed, you know, and now he got he's a champion in a third weight class. So you fourth weight class, right? So he may not have that experience, but Jerron Boots Ennis is a dog. That's for sure. And I believe we just haven't seen Jerron Boots Ennis tested with a caliber fighter like Terrence Crawford. We just haven't seen it, right? People would say, well, he got to learn how to cut off the ring when he was fighting Karen. Well, Karen ran, but if you go watch Karen last couple fights, you know Karen's been getting some knockouts. So he definitely came to fight Jerron Boots Ennis to survive. They let you know that. So I'm in agreement with you guys. I definitely would not mind Vergil Ortiz and Terrence Crawford, but I don't like how Turkey. I don't want to say this the wrong way because I like Turkey. I think Turkey is a great guy, good dude. I just don't like when Turkey said yesterday he's looking to make Crawford and Vergil Ortiz, and you didn't even hear the crowd erupt. The crowd was kind of like, okay, what else? You know what I mean? Like I was looking for that crowd reaction. But then again, one thing I understand about boxing is everybody not a boxing fan like they say they are. So you can play that either type of way. But I definitely enjoyed watching the fights last night. And I can't wait to see what Vergil Ortiz do. I'm not. I don't know if it's a rematch clause with Bohachuck and Vergil Ortiz. I don't know if it's a rematch clause. I don't know if it's going to be a rematch. I know probably won't since Turkey's involved, and he wants to go ahead and make that Crawford fight. My understanding, we should have Crawford back by the end of the year or beginning of next year, right? But I know for a fact when I talked to one of his personnel from his team told me it should be by the end of this year. So we'll see. But I've also heard that, you know, Crawford, just because I know some guys with the Saudis, they could bring him back next year as well. Chief Wi-Fi say, honestly, Oscar pushed it to him, and Turkey response was, okay, Shakur and Zepeda. Yeah, Zepeda, man, I don't want to get off topic because I don't want to get off topic. But yeah, I definitely understand where you're going with that. Antonio MMA say they didn't react for real. I was checking for that too. Yeah, they didn't react, Antonio. react as I'm like, damn, I kind of wanted a reaction. Uh, I know that Turkey wants to throw a fight in Vegas, or throw that fight in Vegas, should I say? But I believe that fight should be in like Texas, Dallas, or bring Crawford back home. Or bring Crawford back home. That's just me. But see, I know Turkey has the money and do whatever he wants to do, wherever location. One of the reasons why they did pick LA is because a lot of the Saudis have homes in LA. I know for a fact, me and the Sheik, we talk all the time. He has a home in LA, in Hollywood Hills. So I know that was one of the reasons why they had that fight in LA, 2 weeks ago. I know for a fact. Say Boot should unify and go for undisputed. Crawford stops him. Love Boot busts his IQ and lapses in focus. Ain't no way to bank on him. Just flip the switch against it's in the world in one fight. Nah, I get what you're saying, brother. I get what you're saying, but we let's not act like we seen some of the same things from Crawford as well. You know what I mean? We seen some of the same things on his way up before it become undisputed for a second time, and finally getting his recognition, his just due. We've seen that from we've seen that from Crawford before, but we won't know until they get in the ring, because here you have a younger guy, right, who wants it. You know what I mean? He wants it, and then of course Crawford is Crawford, but he's also aging as well now. Like we can't forget that. You know what I'm saying? So. And does it look like Crawford lost a step? No, I'm not gonna say it looked like he lost a step. And he could just be raw. He could just be rusty because he did have a year layoff. He is going up, in weight. This is third weight class. You know what I mean? So it can be many different things. He just probably need to get his body adjusted to 154 pounds, right? It could be a plethora of things. So we just got to see, man. We just got to see. But he said Boots needs to fight, build his character to fight a man like Boots. I want to see him fight other champions at 147. Me personally, I just don't agree with that. I believe that, what I'm saying, he should do what he need to do. He said, salute, Tay. Glad you back. Is you back? Yeah, I'm definitely back, man. I'm definitely back, man. Probably going to, not go live every day, but I'm trying to go live every other day. I'm definitely going to be dropping videos. My other channel, that's definitely dropping tomorrow. And again, I'm dropping football content, basketball, baseball, all different type of content on the other side, on my other platform, Pac-Man ATL underscore Tay. Pac-Man ATL Tay underscore. So if you haven't subscribed over there, go in there and subscribe over that one. So I'm definitely dropping, you guys can't see me right now, but I got on my Colorado shirt. Got on my Colorado shirt. Not too long ago, just spoke with Prime. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have a good year in Colorado, and it's some other teams that I want to talk about as well. I've also put my foot into high school football as well. I used to coach high school football, but now I just work on the recruiting part of it and look at some of these guys who's definitely making a name for themselves in the state of Georgia and elsewhere in the United States as well. OG Mr. Munn the one thing I seen Bud have an issue with was the right hand, and he's better as a southpaw. Boots is the same out of either stance. It's a great fight. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but I get what my guy Antonio's saying though. Like, I get what he's saying, but I'm also saying that the same thing he was saying about Boots is the same thing I've seen Crawford struggle with as well. You know what I mean? May not be as frequent now, but on its way up, I definitely saw it. I'm not going to sit here like I didn't. But again, both of these guys said Stanionis is a good fight for Boots. No, I think Stanionis should fight Brian Norman Jr. Right? I think Stanionis should fight Brian Norman Jr. But the thing about with that whole division, like I said before, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to get off topic. But I think that Stanionis, Brian Norman, all those guys should be, they should go attack that stuff on that side. T.O. calling out Crawford, knowing he's not gonna get the fight. I don't even think, me personally, I don't think Turki will even deal with T.O. That's just me personally, because I know how Turki thinks. Just like I know Turki won't deal with Tim Tszyu, and he's publicly said that. But I understand, and it's more than And I'm seeing people kind of like bash Turki for not messing with Tim Tszyu, things of that nature. But if you have a conversation with Turki, with some of his representatives, or should I say the sheiks, if you talk to the sheiks, you can kind of get their understanding of how they think and the way they think. Tim Tszyu, and the way his people think, the Aussies, I know that's not going to mesh. Like, that's something that I know. Like, I don't see that going the right way. Antonio MMA say, Tay, remember he struggled but smashed these dudes' head as a result. That's true too, man. And I ain't knocking it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking it. I'm definitely not knocking it. But it's a lot that I could say before I get off topic. It's a lot that I could say with Turki, what he got going on, Vergil, Ortiz, and Bohachuck. But I don't know about you guys. That was a fight that I wanted to see. In fact, that was the only fight that I saw that night. Because I made sure that I wanted to see that fight. I actually got back to the house and I came in, sat down, showered up just to watch that fight. I called my guy Gritty. I had called my guy Gritty. He was, telling me that he didn't even place no bets. I'm like, well, shit, boy, put your little something on Bohachuck. He was like, for real? I'm like, hell yeah, boy. Put you something on Bohachuck, man. I'll tell you what's going on. But see, and Gritty also told me, put me something on Leo. But Leo, man, and that brings me to my next topic. Angelo Leo, man. And as I heard L Dub say earlier, that there was a cherry pick going wrong, and I gotta agree with him. I gotta agree with him, and it is, because Alberto Lopez could have fought anybody else besides Angelo Leo and went to his backyard. You know what I mean? So he could have fought somebody else. Definitely could have fought somebody else. Now, Angelo Leo, his only lone loss comes to Cool Boy Steph Fulton, which is one of my favorite fighters. And Cool Boy Steph beat Angelo Leo at his own game. Angelo Leo, again, he's one of those guys who fought on Pro Box. He had a couple fights on Pro Box. And he's been busy, right? He's not staying stagnant, not in the gym, waiting on fights, crying about not having fights. He went out there, made some fights, and he's had 5 or 6 fights since fighting Steph Fulton. And here he is. He's a IBF champion again, right? I think it's IBF, right? Yeah, he's the IBF champion again now. So, yeah, man, for sure. Antonio he said show light. I need to see Boots beat a guy that actually trying to beat him all 12. Remember Sharky Foster fight in Mexico, beat that baby Tay. I can see Bud win in many ways, but I'm done with the talk, Tay. I feel you, my boy. Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. Shit. We just gotta see, man. We just gotta see. Shit. We just gotta see. I just know Boots ain't going though. Like, you know what I mean? I just know Young Bull ain't going. And I know Crawford ain't going either. G5 Gary checking in one time for the one time what's happening. Yeah, man. But Angelo Leo, man, like I said before, he didn't stay stagnant. He didn't cry, whine about having fights. He went out there and got some fights, had some fights on Pro Box. I think he's had about 5 or 6 fights since fighting the Cool Boy Steph Fulton. And look, now he's a champion again. Crazy, ain't it? Crazy how you can just grind every single day, not knowing whether you're going to get one of those chances again. Because, again, he was a champion when he beat Cool Boy. when Cool Boy Steph was supposed to fight him during COVID 4 years ago, during COVID in 2020, on the back end of 2020, Cool Boy Steph ended up getting COVID, so he fought somebody else. You know, he was a champion then. Cool Boy Steph came and beat him and took his belt, took his strap. But then again, Angelo Leo, you know, in his last couple of fights, like I said before, it hasn't been the best, but he's looked pretty sturdy. He's looked pretty sturdy for me to say, you know what, I give him a shot. Nobody gave him a shot in this chance. Nobody gave him a shot. Real Malachi Ross boxing. What up, Pac-Man? Malachi Ross, number 156-pound youth amateur in the country here. What's happening, my boy? What's good? Hope you all right. For sure. Hope you all right. Keep doing your thing as well, champ. Yeah, hell yeah. Keep doing your thing, champ. Yeah, man. Keep doing your thing. So that's what I'm looking at, man. I'm looking at, you know, how the productivity and how Angelo Leo was able to keep fighting even after the loss. He only has one loss. I don't know if they thought, you know, Alberto Lopez thought that, you know, he was a scrub or what. I don't know. Or he just haven't been the level of beating up the level of competition that he was fighting. I don't know. I don't know what it was that made them say, okay, we're gonna pick Angelo Leo. But hey, Angelo Leo now, he's a champion, IBF champion. Tip your hat off to him. You see him, go tweet him. Hey, shit, good job, champ. What's next? I know I am. I want to know what's next. I want to see what's good with him. I also seen Cool Boy Steph tweet Angelo Leo and say, you know, shit, good work, champ. And that's what it's about, man. That's definitely what it's about. I'm definitely waiting to see what they got noise next. Say, be listening to them fans too much. Yeah, man, for sure. Hell yeah. But man, it was definitely, like I said, it was a great weekend. Like I met the brothers and sisters from, and I said again, I met the brothers and sisters from the LDBC. You know, Willie Lowe's down there, you know, a Bomb Squad brother, Deontay pulled up. Of course, I shot down there 2 different times. I got up early in the morning, shot down there, you know what I'm saying, and showed my face. Then, of course, I know D hit me and say shit, he was headed back down there. I shot from one end of Atlanta to the next end, shot back down there, right with him, kicking it. It's all fun and games. I mean, not fun and games, but fun and laughter. Good, genuine people. No matter what people say about the LDBC, man, it was great time, great people. And again, you know, if you never met somebody in person, you can only talk shit about them or what they do over the internet, bro. You sang it to the choir because you don't really know them in real life. If you haven't said nothing to them face to face to say, oh, he like this or that person like that. No, I'll talk to a person individually, get to know them, you know what I mean, and see where it goes from there. And then you make your own assessment. But shout out to all those brothers and sisters. Definitely was here in my city. And I enjoyed a great week in the boxing, watching Bohachuck. Like I said, I'm a big Bohachuck fan for real. And the good dude, Elder Boxing, you know, he put me on to Bohachuck 2 years ago. And I ain't gonna lie to you, ever since I watched him fight my guy Nathan Gallimore, I was like, damn, I had to call my boy Nate, like, boy, shit, you all right? Shit, boy. Woo. Boy, that boy Bohachuck, you know what I mean? Shit, you know, so, you know, even my own guy fought Bohachuck. So, I'm definitely one of them fans, man. Definitely one of his fans. But we got a couple more fights coming up. But I think either tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm going to try to break down that 154-pound division, man. Because, you know, if you know me, you know that's one of my favorite divisions. And we could talk about anywhere from the range of the last 10 years. The last 10 years in the 154-pound division has been magnificent. You know what I mean? And I called 154-pound the 154-pound division. I call that the any given Sunday division, because any given day or any given weekend in that division, anybody can lose. That's for sure. We seen Fondora lose. You seen J-Rock, Jay-Z Rosario, Jerry Hurd, Lubin, all those different guys, man, you know, lose. Even when Tony Harrison he won, Charlo lost. So 154-pound division has been bumping for a long time. Now, it may not be the fancy, the fancy weight class that everybody was looking at with Floyd Mayweather and 147 pounds and da. But 154 has always been pumping. You had Laura there as well with Jared Hurd. Hurd beat Laura. Then you remember Canelo was fighting at 154 at 1 minute when he was fighting Laura. I mean, damn, if you go back and look at the history of the 154-pound division last 10 years, that was really the first and only class for a very long time that was actually mixing it up. 154 pound was one of the only few classes that was actually mixing it up. Shit, because now you got Charles Conwell down there, you know what I mean? Bud back up in that bitch. Earl Spence up in that guy too. You know what I mean? You still got Tim Tszyu. Shit. Come on now. Harrison talking about he coming back. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Shit. That's one of those divisions where if you ain't paid attention to that division in the last 10 years, man, you can't talk, you can't fuck with me on that. I know what's going on. That 154-pound division, man, that's one of them ones right there. Because that was like the first and only that was really one of the only weight classes that was really fighting each other. 154 pound, they was really fighting each other. Go look at the history of it. Even the young man out of, I tell you what, the young man out of DC, I forget his name. He's like a prospect, but he got knocked out in his last fight. I think it was like his last fight, but he fought PBC. I felt like PBC was moving him too early. He's from out of DC, and everybody was betting on him. And he fought a guy who had previously won a belt at 154 pounds. I think it was more Justin DeLoach. He beat Justin DeLoach. Justin DeLoach was a champion, right? He actually beat the guy from the money team. I forget names when I get the name of names. I forget his name. It was just on tip of my tongue. He beat him. Yeah, Harrison coming back as well. You know, I know people may not be like, oh, he lost to Tim Tszyu, but shit, Harrison's one. He was one of my favorite ones. I don't know about Emma Williams. I really don't know what he got going on. I don't even know if I should be saying this, but from my understanding, say Boots hasn't beaten anyone yet apart from CBL fighters. I'm not gonna wait till I see him with at least someone in the top 5. Yeah, but the thing about that is there's been other fighters. See, I think we like to pick and choose. There have been other fighters who hasn't fought anybody outside the top 5, and see what happens. I mean, if you want to be quite frankly honest, Vergil Ortiz, that was really a fight last week. Besides, he ran through the undefeated fighter that he fought last his fight before this past fight right here with Bohachuck. Other than that, what top 5 fighter did he fight? So if we're gonna be like that with one person, we got to be that with a lot of people. Because I can keep naming names. I can go down the list and name names of guys who haven't fought guys in the top 5, top 10. That's champions. But they want to see this fight. You motherfuckers want to see Ryan Garcia fight this motherfucker over here. For what? What has he done? Besides cheat and beat somebody. Come on, man. No. 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 Not gonna let you do that. Emma Williams, man, from my understanding, Stormy, man, some B man was good with you. From my understanding, man, Emma Williams really wasn't even really suited to fight that fight mentally. So I don't know how true that is. I haven't ran that through the facts machine, but I do know while I was out there in Saudi Arabia, it was some rumblings about it, but I don't know for sure what's going on or what happened. But I know that, yeah, I didn't like how that ended, man. I knew it was gonna get ugly. I knew that fight was gonna get ugly. I could just tell. But hopefully he's staying in the gym down there with Coach Kevin Cunningham. They can wrinkle some of those things out. For sure. For sure, man. But yeah, man, definitely a hell of a weekend, man. I want to break down the 154-pound division tomorrow because you got, like I said before, you got some new guys that's entering. You got some current champions, and then you also got to look at the contenders, and you got to also look at the, I guess you could say, silver champions or interim champions. You got to look at them too. Yeah, man, you just got to look at the whole trajectory of the 154-pound division. Like I said before, it may not have been that glamour division, but it's definitely been one of those divisions where on any given Sunday or even any given Saturday, you're either going to lose respect or you're going to gain respect. Somebody's going to lose in that 154-pound division because they've been fighting each other. They definitely been fighting each other, man. So, yeah, man, that's what it is, man. I definitely appreciate everybody coming through, man, for sure. It's been a minute. I'm going to try to go every other day. I just got the ammunition to start back going live, man. And from just meeting and greeting, a lot of the, guys from the LDBC. And, like I said before, some people, they want to argue with you on this motherfucker, man. And they don't want to listen. They want to go tell you what the next motherfucker done said. I'm not going for none of that, man. I don't know everything. Cool. If you feel a certain way, cool. We can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? But I'm not for the yell and go back and forth. I'm not doing none of that shit. You listen or you don't. Cool. Shit. If you don't, it's plenty of other channels. It's plenty of other channels, But I just want to come and give my thoughts, my opinion, and and some of my expertise. I don't know it all. Don't pretend to know it all. But I do know a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and things that's probably gonna get done and made and stuff like that. And because I know so much, why not share it? Why not share the knowledge? You know what I mean? So that's definitely what I'm gonna be focusing on. Then of course, like I said on my other channel, definitely it's college football season, and I'm working with a lot of recruits in high school football. So I got detail and intel on where they're going and what they're doing. Details on where they going. So I got my other channel popping off for us with college football getting ready to start, and I got a rundown on each and every team I'm probably gonna do over there. So yeah, man, I'm finna get ready to drop like 300 videos on the other channel. So man, I'm definitely busy this year, and just working, man, just working. But I'm definitely glad to be back. And sometimes it just takes some little inspiration to get back doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? So but I appreciate everybody coming through. And that's my time for the day. That being said, I'm out. Love, peace, happiness, and hello, world.
Before the paper, I knew they would say, and I knew by the looks on their faces. Niggas mad cause I did what they wouldn't do, said what I couldn't do. Look, bitch, I made it. I made it. Came a long way from the basement. Body on me, I ain't playing, y'all. These niggas ain't playing fair. If I would've known better, I'd do better. Took some mess and I learned from a new level. Bought some new shovels and some new stressors, and I'm ready for war like whoever. They counted me out, I can't count it all. Cause little nigga, I ball. I put them points on the board every time that I shoot, I'ma score, and you know I'm a dog. I'm really appalled, don't need no applause. I know I'm a legend, my name on the wall. First record with platinum, my second with gold. Did it independent, no deal at all. And they said it's impossible. Got them high cause I did them without them though. I'm the same nigga slept on the carpet floor. Even back then I knew that I be poppin', so I really ain't trippin'. I swear I ain't trippin'. I got in my feelings and got me a million. Couple people I thought would be with me, but they not, so it's fuck all them niggas. And then you next.